Hey everyone, I am sorry that my mom is not talking over this video for you. She isn't feeling well. She's been working a lot, so I guess the stress and the work is just getting to her. But today we're going to be making some brown Pulao for you guys. And for this you're going to need 1 cup of oil, and you want to pour that right into the pot with 3 sliced or minced onions, which we're going to be trying to brown golden. We have to cook it so until they're like brown golden like this. Once the onions have been cooked, you want to go ahead and remove half of it and just pour it right into a bowl and put this to a side for now because this is all going to be used for a garnishing later on. Now that we're just left with a little bit, you want to go ahead and pour in all your individual either ingredients you can do, or you can find packs of it, which is called garam masala. I'll list everything in my description box in case you can't find garam masala, so you can find individual items. You want to go ahead and pour everything in the pot with the onion and just like mix it around for a bit, and then also go ahead and throw in your peppers, green peppers, and the spicier you want it, the more pepper you're obviously going to put in it. We obviously love our food to be very spicy, so we put more in it. And then you want to put in at least 5 just kind of chopped up tomatoes. They don't have to be minced, they don't have to be extremely small. Just make sure that they're good, decent size. And then you also want to go ahead and take your beef right on top of that and just slide it down. And as of right now, do not mix it much because we really just want to cook all the ingredients, and then just mix them all together. Try to keep the pieces of the beef a little big. You don't want them to be small because then it's not going to work. Or it may, but it's just not going to be as good as you want it to be. So just try to keep them kind of big so you can eat them individually like they're steaks as well, which is delicious. So then go ahead and put the lid on it and check back on it maybe after 45 minutes, or between the duration 45 minutes. Just keep mixing it until it's completely cooked. As you can see right now, the colors of the beef have changed and all the tomatoes and everything have just kind of melted. And a quick tip from my mother and also your mother, who's sitting right here next to me but isn't talking because, again, she's not feeling well. She said if you try to mix your food a lot while you're cooking it, then the food gets stuck to the pot. That's why you want to stay away from mixing any kind of food a lot. That's why you'll see that when we're cooking the rice, we're not going to be mixing it a lot as well. Once the chicken has been cooked, and the way you can find out if it's cooked is just put it in a little bowl and cut it with the spoon. And if it cuts with the spoon, you know it's cooked. You don't need a knife to cut it. Then you're left with all this gravy, which you want to add water to, at least maybe 3 big bowls of water, just to kind of deepen the gravy and just to get more gravy out of it, so then you can boil rice in it. So once we've put all the water in it, you want to go ahead and place the lid back on the pot because you want the water to boil and all the flavors to go into the water as opposed to stay inside of the ingredients. We want all the flavors to just drain out of each and every little ingredient. We want it to go right into the water. And then you want to go ahead and drain the gravy so you are left with nothing but the water. We want to get rid of any kind of leaves, any kind of tomato skins or peels that we have, and just leave the water. You'll see, just like that. Make it rain. Once the gravy looks all beautiful and you're done, it should look somewhat like a salad or curry. You want to go ahead and put in all your rice, and we're pretty much just going to boil the rice in this water. We're not going to drain it, we're just boiling it right in there and leaving it as is. So we just put in like 3 big bowls of rice, or just try to put in at least maybe 6 to 7 cups. So also see how much you'll need. So if you feel like the water's too much, then you might want to add a little more rice to it, or if the water's not as much, then you don't want to add as much rice to it. As you can see, the rice has boiled and absorbed all the chicken flavoring, uh, curry or gravy. And then you just want to go ahead and lightly spread. As you can see, my mom is just pretty much feathering the rice because she doesn't want to break each grain. She just wants to keep it as is. So she's lightly mixing everything, very lightly, feathering it all. And then she's going to put the lid back on there and let it cook for a few more minutes. Maybe another like 15-20 minutes. And this is what should turn out. Now remember we said keep the extra onions on the side for garnishing. This is what it's for. As you can see, we're also putting a little bit of the oils with the spoon right over the rice because that's going to help each and every grain to be individual. It's just going to help us separate, and it's also just going to give it a lot more flavor. So just then lightly mix it all together. Again, do it very lightly because you don't want to mix, you don't want to break the grains, and you don't want to mix too much because the rice is going to get stuck to the pot and it's just going to burn. It's going to burn everything. So just be careful with it. And then you are ready to serve. I hope that you've enjoyed this delicious dish, and do try it out and let us know how it was. My mom will be talking in the next video. Again, we apologize. She's not feeling well, and she'll be able to talk over the next video. Have fun!